Good morning, everyone. It's Betsy with Birth in the Know, where questions are conceived and answers are born. Question of the day is, what is meant by breaking water? Does water really even break? Well, go ahead and answer the question if you know the answer. So before I give you my little spew here, a little backstory with my first birth. My water, quote, broke, like completely gushed everywhere at home, which was the start of my labor. Now, that's not super common, different stats, different studies, but it's not the majority of women that begin labor that way. However, that was me. My point is two things. Well, a couple, I guess, lucky things, because I really didn't know like what to ask and what was what, but I had chosen a midwifery practice that was affiliated with a hospital. So when I called to check in, it was a very calm situation. I was told, stay home for a while, rest, don't rush, let us know when things progress, and that kind of thing. Now, I had also heard that there's this 24-hour window, so when your, quote, your water breaks, you have 24 hours to give birth or you're going to have a C-section. So I had heard that. So, I had that in the back of my mind. Fast forward, I'm not going to get into the whole birth situation, but I did go in after about 10 hours or so. I don't know, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but and I was given a slow dose of Pitocin to get things moving, and it was still quite a lengthy labor, and I gave birth vaginally. So was I lucky, or what? Like, what happened there? Because I had my bag of water had completely gushed out of me. So, back to the original question. What is meant by breaking water? Okay, anybody, feel free, chime in, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I know about it. And that is, so your baby is growing inside your amniotic sac. They have the perfect temperature. They're breathing in and out as if they were like a fish with gills, breathing the amniotic fluid in and out. Very comfortable. Everything's taken care of. Sound is muffled, all of that. And then, gosh, it's gone in an instant, right? So I'm just imagining what the baby feels like. Probably a little bit of a shock. If there's stronger contractions at that time, there's like no buffer from the squeeze of the contractions. So the whole process of that, what's called breaking water, like poking a hole in a water balloon, is actually an intervention that, yes, may speed up labor, but typically one intervention leads to another. And I'm here to pose the questions. I want you to look for the answers. I want you to be informed and know what this means for you, for your baby, for your birth. And it really starts out with, what do you believe about birth before you even start asking all these questions. And again, I didn't know anything the first time, learned more the second time, and way more after both births. I want you to have the information. I want you to be in charge. And so whatever your choices are, great. Be informed about them. Know where your information is coming from. Know who you're asking. Question everything, including me and what I'm telling you. I make it my mission to stay up to date on as many things about birth as I possibly can. But one of my main things is I know the resources that are giving accurate, evidence-based information, information that's based on good research, because you can skew research and stats and data any which way you want. So it's important to know that the research that's been done and being shared is actually valid. And as a consumer, and a conscious consumer, as I'm calling you, a consumer of the birth industry, you do have a right to know, but it's also your responsibility to take charge. And it really does go back to what you believe stepping into it. As in life, birth is a part of your life. Oh, there go the gunshots in the neighborhood. Sorry. Yeah, we have a problem here where they have a shooting range, and I just got on at the same time. Try to ignore that. That's another story. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. Knowing your options. What do you believe about birth? That's the first thing you get to do before you even start asking all these questions. Do you believe it's a medical event, a crisis waiting to happen? Do you believe it's a physiological process that your body knows what to do, which your body does know, regardless of what you think or say or tell yourself. Your body knows what to do. So you get to prepare the mind. You get to become conscious of your choices and where your information is coming from. I mean, at one point back in the day, sliced bread was the greatest invention, right? There was bread sliced in perfect quantity. Okay, that was great. It was convenient. But is everything that's convenient necessarily good and right for you, for your family, for what you want for your birth? So today's question, breaking water. First of all, water doesn't break. But yes, you can say yes or no to somebody poking and breaking the sac that your baby is growing in. Will that support you? I don't know. Maybe your labor will speed up, possibly. I mean, timing, baby, what else is happening, other interventions. There's so many factors. And you get to choose. And there's a lot to know. And I encourage you to learn about this stuff early on. And if you're a new doula or you're doulaing and you're watching this, everybody's at a different level with their knowledge base. And you could know a lot about breastfeeding, and maybe there's more you want to learn about birth interventions. Everybody's in a different place. So just take all this, take it in. If you want to learn more about what I'm up to, check out my website. I'm creating a conscious consumer course. I'd love your help on what your number one question is about having a baby. So you could hop on to grab that link in the post and help me out with this course. I would love that. And I'm the first 100 free course because I want to know what you want to know, and I want to be offering you the best possible course I can. So that's one thing. And then I'm popping all these videos. I have a page on my site, so if you've missed some and you want to check them out. It's a question of the day. I'm inviting you to be in the question, and I don't have all the answers. And yeah, I apologize again for the gunshots in the background. It's crazy that we have a range in my neighborhood, in this beautiful neighborhood. My dog is scared right here next to me. All right, so anyway, I want you to know what I didn't know umpteen years ago, and be informed and know what to ask and who to ask and where to find your info. And when you are asked, or if you're just told that your water's, they're going to break your water, just know what that's about and be informed before. So you don't want to be thinking about this while you're in labor and birth. You want to have an advocate with you, like a doula or somebody that can support you and remind you of what you wanted. And what do you believe about birth? That's important. Okay. Think about the baby too. What does the baby feel? All right. And like my baby right now, my Moses, is scared. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Betsy with Birth in the Know, where questions are conceived and answers are born. You be in the question. You ask. You gather all your knowledge, and then trust. Trust yourself with your choices, and be informed about what's happening in the $50 billion birth industry that you are entering as a consumer. All right. Well, that's what I've got for today. And I get to move on with my day, and I want you all to have a beautiful day and be in the question and be open to receiving the answer for you. Bye for now. See you later. Have a great weekend.